You take a booking, charge the guest immediately, and then realize you need to double check availability or the dates might overlap with another platform. Now you're processing a refund. The guest is waiting, it's awkward, and it didn't have to be. There is a better way to handle this. Hi, I'm Valerie from MotoPress, and in this video, I'll show you how to set up Stripe's authorize and capture workflow in Hotel Booking 6.0. By the end, you'll know exactly how to hold funds on a guest card without charging them, and then decide later whether to confirm or release the payment right from your WordPress dashboard. And if you ever wished you could cancel a payment without going through a full refund process, stick around because I'll show you how that works too. With Hotel Booking 6.0, you can now use Stripe's auth and capture workflow. This is a two-step payment process that lets you hold funds on a guest card first and charge them later manually. This is actually a very common approach in hospitality. Hotels and vacation rentals use it all the time. Here is how it normally works. When a guest pays online, the charge happens immediately. With authorization and capture, you split that into two steps. First, you authorize the payment, the guest's card is verified, and the funds are temporarily held. Then, you capture the payment later. You decide whether to finalize the charge or release the money back to the guest. The funds are blocked on the guest's card, and you can see that in the plugin and in your Stripe account, but nothing actually moves to you until you capture the payment. So you have time to review the booking before you commit to the charge. Alright, now let me show you how to enable this in Hotel Booking. From your WordPress dashboard, go to Accommodation, Settings. Under the General tab, look for the Confirmation Mode option. Make sure it's set to Upon Payment, especially if you haven't worked with online payments here before. Now switch to the Payment Gateways tab and select Stripe. I've already configured the main Stripe settings beforehand, so I won't go through all of them here. And if you're setting up Stripe for the first time and want a full guide, we have dedicated Stripe tutorials on our YouTube channel. Links are in the description. And while you're there, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new tutorials and updates from MotoPress. Now, the setting we're actually here for. Scroll down to find the charging method option. By default, it's set to automatic, meaning the guest is charged immediately at checkout. And I'm going to switch it to manual. And the description right there already tells you a lot. It says the payment will be authorized without charging. You charge later manually through the Payments menu or directly in your Stripe dashboard. And if you don't capture it in time, Stripe releases the funds automatically, usually within 7 days. One thing to keep in mind, payment methods that don't support manual charging won't be shown to guests at checkout. So that's worth knowing before you go live. And once you've selected manual, save your changes. So from this point on, Stripe will authorize payments instead of capturing them right away, and that gives you some breathing room. You can still contact the guest, discuss alternative dates, and offer a different room, for example, or work out any details before making a final decision on the payment. Now let's look at what the guest sees on their end. After completing checkout, they land on the reservation received page. The booking status shows as pending admin, and the payment status shows as on hold. I've made 4 test bookings here, so I can walk you through the different scenarios. All 4 have the pending admin status as expected, and when you go to the payment history menu, authorized payments are easy to spot. They're marked in red as a waiting charge, and their status is on hold. You can also filter by on hold status to see just those. And if you check the Stripe account directly, authorized payments appear there as uncaptured. Okay, let me show you how to manage these payments from your admin dashboard. Open a payment in the payment history menu. On the edit payment screen, scroll down a bit. Below the payment details, you'll see a section called Reserved Funds. The amount shows the money currently frozen on the guest card, but not yet transferred to you. Reserved on tells you when the hold was placed. Reserved till is your deadline. If you don't capture the payment before that date, Stripe releases the funds automatically. Now, the exact window depends on the payment method. Generally, you can expect around 7 days for card payments, around 10 days for PayPal, and up to 30 days for Affirm. But it's always worth checking with your provider for the exact time frame. From this screen, you have 2 options. If you want to complete the payment, click Charge Now, and if you want to cancel the authorization, go for Return Funds. So first I want to click Charge Now, and after I click, the payment is updated and its status updates from on hold to completed. And if you check Stripe, you'll see that the same payment now has a succeed status. And you can also capture payments directly in Stripe. Open the payment there, and besides the recent activity and other details, you'll also see options to capture or cancel it. Just click whichever you need, and the status changes immediately. Back in the bookings menu, any booking with the captured payment, whether you did it from the plugin or from Stripe, will show as confirmed. And in payment history, the status will reflect that too. Everything stays in sync. Now let's look at the other scenarios. This time I want to return the funds. I'll click Return Funds. A notification comes up. Read it carefully. It says the booking won't be cancelled automatically, so you'll need to cancel it manually. If you're sure you want to release the hold, click Yes. Done. If we check Stripe, the payment shows as cancelled there as well. One more. Let me open the last uncaptured payment and cancel it directly in Stripe. After you click Cancel, a pop-up appears letting you know this payment can be recaptured. And before confirming, select a reason and ideally leave a note. It's optional. Click Yes, and the status changes to cancelled right away. Now, since the payment was cancelled, we still need to update the booking status manually. Go to the booking, open the status drop-down, select Cancelled, and update. Now let's also quickly look at the email notifications your guests receive. Right after placing a booking, they got a notification that the reservation is pending. Once you capture the funds, they receive a confirmation that the reservation is approved. And if you cancel the booking, they're notified of that too. So when does this feature actually make sense to use? It's a perfect fit if you list your property on multiple platforms. Calendar sync between channels isn't always instant. So by authorizing first, you can confirm availability before charging the guest. And that helps prevent double bookings. It's also useful for fraud protection. An authorized payment confirms the guest has a valid card with funds available, and that lets you catch suspicious bookings. And it works well for hotel-style deposit workflows, where you reserve the funds first and capture the payment later, maybe after manual approval, closer to check-in, or once you confirm special requests. Another benefit, if you decide not to proceed with the booking, you simply cancel the authorization instead of issuing a refund. That's usually faster and simpler for you and your guests. Generally, this workflow gives you the most value if you manually review bookings, work with high-value reservations, or long stays, for example, or if you need some back and forth with the guest before confirming. One more thing before we wrap up. Not all payment methods support separate authorization and capture. It works with cards, PayPal, Klarna, Afterpay, Cash App Pay, and Affirm, but methods like ACH and Ideal won't support it at all. So it's generally not practical to offer those at checkout when you're using manual charge mode. Also, worth noting, even among supported payment methods, Stripe automatically shows only the options available for a guest country, browser, and device. So it's completely normal if different guests see different payment options at checkout. So to wrap up with Stripe's auth and capture workflow, you can hold funds on a guest's payment method and charge them either through hotel booking or directly in Stripe. The authorized payment is only guaranteed for a limited time, so make sure to capture it before the authorization expires. If you don't, the hold is released and the payment is cancelled automatically. This feature is a good fit if you manually review bookings, manage properties across multiple channels, or, for example, you want to reduce refund rates, or simply prefer to confirm availability before charging your guests. For a lot of hospitality businesses, it's just an extra layer of control too. So that's it for this tutorial. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more hotel booking tips. Thanks for watching. See you next time.